Well, I'm very excited about our infrastructure being rebuilt. As you know, the lead lines under the ground or the pipes under the ground have been 100 years old or better. And so that's a project that I'm totally excited about because now we are putting in new lead lines that will improve the quality of water, not only for our citizens, but for the children in this community who deserves to have clean water without particles or possible lead in it. And so these new lines will be an upgrade, which will help, curb that. So that's one of the things I'm most excited about. The other thing that I'm excited about right now is our demolition under the CED department, along with our partner Wayne County Land Bank, who has made sure that we had funding to get down all of these properties that cause blight. And the biggest one is been on Woodward Avenue, oh God, for like 20 years. And so that building on Woodward and McLean will be coming down, and now a new development can occur. So people can now see the vision without it being a mess right there. So that's one blighted property that I'm so excited about, and the citizens are too, especially the citizens in that area, because it's been so much that they've been concerned about it, especially people that lives right behind the building, getting all of the, fumes from it or whatever else might be going on. So that one I'm grateful for. And I guess I'm really excited about the fact that we are now rebuilding our police department. We have completely did our fire department with full-time employees. So as we continue to hire people for our police department, that gives a more sense of safety in the city. We can have more officers on the street. I know a lot of people who are concerned that they don't get to see as much patrolling as they would like. But as we continue to grow, we will start seeing those things. And so, one step at a time, but the police department is something that I'm very proud of right now. Those are, and our DBW department, they're out there doing the best they can with a very small crew. I remember back in the late 80s, it was about 35 workers. Now we have like 10 at the most. And so it's very difficult to do the work of 35 with 10 people. And then over the years, we have more properties that has to be, have an upkeep. And so less people, more properties. The math ain't mathing. We trying to do what we can to keep up with that. I'm grateful to all of the citizens who have pitched in and, took on the responsibility of making sure some of the lots are cut down, especially the ones right next to them, which leads me to development. I am looking forward to some of the developments that we have in the queue, and hopefully that with the help of the city council, we can get these properties sold and more housing can go up, and more businesses, buildings, mixed use, will start going. Now, will it be immediate? No, it's a process. And so as time goes on, it will definitely be more cranes in the sky, and you'll see more buildings popping up in Highland Park. Well, one of our goals is to try to get properties torn down, which we know that will be happening. We just don't know the time frame of Wayne County Land Bank tearing them down. So that is one of the goals, is to make sure that that progress continues. The other goal is to make sure that we complete areas for the water infrastructure repairs. That is by winter. Of course, we want to be through with certain areas that we're working on right now. So I'm quite sure that's a goal of the water department, as well as I know it is for myself, because it's a little dusty. But I know people are, they're upset about that, but they're grateful that we're going to have new water infrastructure once they finish. That's another goal. Another goal is to try to hire 2 more in the next couple of months, 2 more officers. I think that there's going to be a a career fair happening soon. And so in the last career fair, we were able to, find some awesome candidates. And one is in the academy right now. And so the goal is to try to hire at least 2 more. Now, we did just this week, as part of the goal, we hired 1 out of those 2. And so we're moving forward. Those are our awesome goals, to hire more, come up with more funding for DPW. We are receiving a grant that will allow them to get 2 new trucks, and the city council will accept the, the funding. It's not for to come out of the city's money. It comes from a grant that was applied for, and so that's one of the good things that we can do, is to provide more sufficient equipment for them so that they can get out and work. Winter is coming. We know that they're going to need to be able to have trucks that they can plow snow with, and so hopefully we'll get that approved, the grant received, and we move on. That's an awesome thing to know that snow is going to be removed from the main streets while, in a timely fashion, without the equipment breaking down on us. Our other goal is to get out into the public with our young people. We want to really engage them. We want to make sure that they are aware of what's happening in the city, and I want them to be a voice for the city. I want them to be able to give their opinions and accept their opinions as just that, and allow them to have to be able to speak about what they are concerned about in the city. Yes, we do have a barrier of funding, but we still want to know the ideas that they have, and that's one of the goals I have for the rest of the year. Yes, I want the residents to know that I am working for the good of all people in this city, that we are looking forward to this city growing and continuing to move forward. I know it's a little difficult, and we keep hearing things about how this is not happening, that's not happening, but I want people to know Rome wasn't built in a day, and we are building this city back from the ground up, literally with infrastructure and developments and things like that. So that takes time, and it takes funding. As we inquire new funding sources, we will continue to build. But again, that takes time. So I don't want people to think that we're just not sitting up here doing anything. Everything is a process, and everything has to be written, because if it's not written, it's not so. And so that's what I want everybody to do. Just bring your patience, pack your patience. We are moving the city forward, as we always say in our new motto, we are city in motion.